Hi guys, welcome back. I'm asked to make a tutorial on how to use Pixellab. I get a message from someone, so we are not going into editing, but I'm gonna show you guys how I edit on Pixellab. The tools and their functions. Okay, let's begin. First of all, you open Pixellab. This is the interface. This is the first thing you see there. So you can see the plus icon here. Yes, that's where you that's let's open it. This text, when you click on it, you can see new text. So when you go to the sign here, a, so you click on a, then you press edit. So you can then type anything you want to type. Just like, let me type my name, Daniel. No, let me write design engineer. My YouTube my YouTube channel's name. So then you click on OK. Can you see? This is the first thing it's going to show you. You can use this point. You can use this point. Let me cancel. You use this point to scale it. And you use this point to drag. Let me show you this point. You can use this point, this and this point to drag. Can you see? I scale it this way, then I can drag. I can scale it down, I can drag. So you can go to that A is for text. Anything you want to do on text, you can delete. You can use style. When you click on style, you can see browse, you can see save. So we're not going to that side. You can see delete. That's when you want to delete your text. You can press copy. The copy is for duplicating what you've written. Let's press copy. Can you see? It's copied. But if you don't want to rewrite what you've written, so you press copy. You can press to the front. When we are working, this is the user's interface. This is user's interface. This side. So whenever we are working, this is everything that will be showing. Let's assume. Wait, let me show you one thing. Let's assume we make something like this. Let me change the color of my text so that you can see them boldly. I'm still going to explain everything, but let me just change their colors so that you can see. Let me change their colors. So when you click on the text, you can move down here. You are still on the A side. So when you go to the text, you can see this thing to the front, and to the back. So when you press to the front, you can see it at the front, whereas the second text is at the back. Let me move the second one to the back, to the front. Can you see? So that's how to use the positioning to the front, to the back. I can move them to the back as well. I can move to the front again. So you can go to position. Position is for adjusting. You can see when I'm pressing this arrow is whatever you press. So those angles, you can use it to move them. See, I'm moving down to the right, I'm moving to the left, I'm moving up, then I'm moving down. You can adjust the 6px, so you can press the minus key. Can you see? That means the speed of the movement should it be fast or be slow. So you can see when I increase the speed, can you see how it moves? It moves very fast. So that's how to use the position tool. So you go to relative position. Relative position is about within the interface, your editing space, within that side, the very center. Let me open it first. Can you see here? Here is showing that the very end at the left hand side, the one at the middle is showing at the midpoint. The one at the right hand side is showing that at the right side of the ending of the interface. So that's it. Let's try it. I'm taking the first tool now. See, can you see? It's showing me, it's putting the text at the very right and the very left hand side. When I press here, it's taking it to the very center. Here it's taking it to the ending at the right hand side, and here as well to the down, to the very middle, and here to the very up. So when you play with these tools, you know what I'm saying. You can click on OK. Let's move to size. So this size, you open it, you can increase the size. You can increase the size of your text. You can decrease. Instead of you dragging this icon that I showed you, instead of you dragging, you can increase it here. You can see. So let's OK. Here you can the next tool at the text side is padding. Let me open padding. Let's see. Can you see? It's moving to the left because I'm pressing the left padding. You can see it enters, it just disappears inward. So today you can see. So can you see? When you start moving it only have left and the right padding. When I click on cancel, then I didn't confirm what I've done with the padding. So let's say I press cancel. Can you see it return back to the normal thing I've made. Then you can go to color. Here we have two things about color. Here is color and gradient. Gradient means two or more colors. They can make your design very beautiful. So let's go to, you can see I change them to red. Just know that where this white line is showing, that's what you are editing. Just like the top design engineer, you cannot see any white line surrounding it, so that's not what you are editing. So you can see when I change the color, white is matching with the shape I've chosen. Can you see different? You can also click on the plus icon. No, this plus icon, yes, that plus icon is when you want to create color of your own choice. I've clicked on it. You can move it, you can scale this one, you get me. You can scale them to whatever you want, anything you want. So then you click on OK. Or let's go back again to the plus. You can press this side, this thing here, that's color picker. So you go to color picker. You can what is inside your design, you can use it to copy the type of color you want. Let's say we choose white. Can you see it showing here? What you choose will be shown here. So you can see. Or if it is this one that you choose, then you click on OK. Then you OK. Can you see the background I choose? That's the color the text has taken. Now let's go back to color and gradient. Let's move to gradient. You can see, just as I've said earlier, it's taking the it's giving the text two different colors, so that's gradient. It depends on how you love it. Let's say you use this white and yellow color, you can also click on the plus icon. You can move how you want to make the red to be shown, or the white. You see me moving it, so you can click on OK if you are okay. Can you see? I don't really like this. Let me return back to blue and white. So, and here at the selection side, whatever you dragged will be the let me say I dragged those these 2 points. When I drag it, can you see I drag it to engineer alone? When I give it color, it will only show there. Let me move to color. When I give it color, it will only show at that side, at the side I choose here. The side I choose there, that's only where it will give the color I choose. Let's say I move back to engineer design, then I give it another color. It's giving it another color. Then if you are okay with it, you click on OK, and if you are not satisfied, you click on cancel. So let me click on OK. Now we are moving back to texture. Texture is what you have on your gallery that you want to make as the color of your text. Let's show. You can see no text, no texture selected. Then you click on no texture selected. You click on it. It's taking you to your gallery. So this is everything I've downloaded. Let's say I use this fantasy this image. Let's click on it. That will be my, you can crop it here if you want only some part to show, so you can crop it. You click on OK. If you are, can you see the image I use as the color of the design instead of me using color? You can see. Then if you are okay with it, you can click on the mark icon. Let's go to opacity. Just like opacity means visibility, it means when you want something to show, you want them to show very well. You can see. Let's check. Can you see? It's fading out. Can you see? The more you decrease the opacity, the more it doesn't show. So that's it. When I increase it, it shows. So if you are okay, let's say we reduce the opacity. If you are okay, you click on the mark icon, and if you are not okay, you click on the cross icon. Let's move to rotate. You can use it to rotate your text. Can you see? When I move the angles, it rotates to your choice. We are not moving into editing today because I'm just asked to teach you on how to use the tool. So let's move to mask. Mask means to cut some part out. There'll still be a tutorial on how to use that mask, because all these things I'm not going to show them deeply. So let's move back to our text. I stopped at the mask, so you click on mask. Can you see? It cuts off some sides that I don't want to show. You can click on these points. You can click on these points, those circles. Whenever you see those circles, you just try them. You know what they will function for. So you can see. Let's say I don't want some part to show. You click on the dots, you drag it, so you can move it to anything. So if you want to cut like half of your text, you can use the mask tool to do that. And you can see it in is selected. That means some the part that this line has covered, You don't want them to show. If you can press out, you can see in and out. That means some parts are cut, some are left, vice versa. So that's how it works. So all these things, they still, I don't think we can occupy we can finish everything on this tool because it is very large. So maybe that will be on our next project. So let's say I cancel this. So you go to fonts. Fonts mean handwriting of your text. Then I move to fonts. This is the when you install Pixellab, this is the first font you see there. You can see the way it is written. You look at this sign. Look at this sign. That's your work interface. That's where you see whatever you are editing concerning font. You can be looking at it. You can see different handwriting. But there are some things, there are custom fonts that we download. We can press dafonts.com. So you see them, then you go to my font. You click on my font, you can see different type of fonts. We have different fonts that I've downloaded. Different fonts. Anyhow you want your text to be written. Can you see different type of fonts? So it is, you can download them. Let's say I love this font, it's okay for my design, then I click on OK. Can you see it has totally changed it from the general one I choose? Can you see this is even beautiful? So font is like handwriting, different handwriting. So let's move down from font. Let's move to style. Now the B sign means bold. Can you see it is embolding? So the slant eye icon, I don't know what to call it, is to make it bend. You can see the U icon, underline, means you want your text to be underlined. You can see it. So why the cross T means that you want to discard what we've done. So just as I've said, the selection side, that means the part you want to make your what we've done to affect. Can you see only this side is bolding? Let's say I want to make it bend, only this side will bend. So once you are done, you click on OK. You can move to curve. Let's move to curve. Curve means to bend your text. Let's see. Can you see? You can bend upward, downward. One thing about Pixellab is that you can't learn them for a whole day. Persistency. Once you start showing interest, you will start to know it. So depending on your choice, how you want it to be bent, you can change the text if it doesn't match what you want to use it for. So I'm cancelling this because that's not where we are going. You go to background. Background means you just see you can choose color of a background. You can choose background, different thing you can choose. So you can go to gradient as well. You can choose background, anything. You can also edit background, just as I've said. The color side, you can edit background. So just like that. You can go to the left padding. Left padding means you want to drag the text very outside. And you see, you can drag it in. You play with all these keys. It's not everything that I can cover up in this tutorial. You play with all these keys. So you click on anywhere. Just follow the instruction. The top, it moves upward, so downward. The bottom, you can see the radius means the very point of the of these shapes of this background, you want them to be curved. You can see it's curved. Let's say I want it this way, then I click on OK, but I don't want it. Then I go back to font, then I won't enable, then I off it. So I'm okay with that. Align means, let's see, when you are doing something like this, when you make a text like this, align means you want it to be, you can see here, you can see these signs. It means you want it to be at everything should be at the left side. All of your text, including the one or design and engineer below, you want them to be a very straight line at the left. So the second one is to make it everything at the center, and why the third one is to make everything at the right hand side. So let's say okay, can you see at the middle, you move it to the very right, you move it to the very left, you move it to the very middle, and if you are okay, you can okay, but we are not going down to that side today. You click on cancel. Spacing, when you want to give your design space, everything is just English. No, spacing, we are going to spacing. You can see I'm spacing my work, I'm giving it space, if it, can you see his letter? So design on its own is letter, engineer on its own is letter. Let's say it's word, I want to space, because they are written together. That's why the changes is just not that just too common. The changes is not very noticeable. So you go to line spacing. Line spacing means, okay, let me show you. Let's say we did it this way. Line spacing, can you see, you give it a very big space, and I click on it. So all these tools, we can't explain them deeply today, but I'm just going to show you the basic things you're gonna do on it. I'm sorry for using broken, so I'm canceling. Now back to spoke. You enable spoke. Spoke means that all over the text you want to put a certain color. This is black, this, you see, you want to put red, you want to put blue, you want to put different things. So that's concerning stroke. We don't call it, okay, we call it stroke. You can increase the stroke width here if you want it to be very, very appearing. So you can off it to 0. You can click on the plus icon. So that's it. We are not going to use it now, so I'll cancel it. Then you go to shadow. Just like you have shadow when you are working at night, that shadow, you enable it. You see, I don't know what is wrong with my storage. The opacity, I told you opacity means when you want something to be clear. So you want the shadow to be red, you increase the opacity, you decrease the opacity. When you want it to be blur, like faintly brushed, so you see different thing you can use here. So we are not going to enable it. You click on cancel. Inner shadow, as it's blur, inner shadow. So you play with all these tools. I don't think we will cover them up today. So emboss means lightning, when you want something to look like 3D. I think, let me change this text because most of the thing I'm saying, they are not really visible. Let me change the text, the font I mean. Let's say we use this. So let's say we use this. Let me move down to embrace. You can see the lightning, how you want the text to shine. So let's say we don't enable it, we can on it. So once you are okay with it, you can click on OK. Then perspective. When you enable perspective, you can move it this way. You can move it to anything of your taste. So you can drag. Once you okay it, that's how it's going to look, but we won't enable it for now for this tutorial. 3D to rotate. You can see everything you need concerning design, everything you need. We are still on the text, remember. So 3D text, this is it. You want it to be very deep. I think to be depth as the English says, depth, something to be very deep. So you go to darken. When you don't want it to be this way, you can darken it. You can just look at the changes that is appearing on the screen. X axis, Y axis, you drag it. So the way you want your text to, Z axis if you want to. So lighten, as I said, the thing what I've embraced. So just play with these keys, with these tools. So you can, let's say you click on OK. That's how it's going to be, but you won't enable it for now. So let's off it. So let's move back to the shadow. You can see when you want your shadow to be red, to be very black shadow, you go to opacity, that's the thickness, how you want it to reflect on the floor. So you go there, you want you to expand it. I want this thing to be visible. You can expand it, you can make it very long away from the text. So we won't enable it for now. So you click on cancel. Reflection, like something is standing on a glass, is going to reflect. So that's reflection for you. That's reflection. That's everything about text. You play with all the keys you found there. You play with everything you found there. Oh, let me show you some things. Yeah. Yeah, this icon, the one I choose here, is the default. The first thing is going to show you, that's where you are going to start your work. So you can see, you can change. Let's see if we cancel everything. If you don't want to use your own background from the beginning, you can use all these. They are ready made for you. You choose them. Just as I've explained the text, I've explained that. So you also move down here. Here is your image, where you can edit your image. Let's click on it. You can say sticker. This sticker, if you need them, everything, they're there for you. You just check them and use them. So this is draw freehand. You draw anything. You can change the color. can use different colors. Anything you draw will be drawn. See, anything you draw, you can press redo. This is what I press, the redo. When you press it, so everything went off. You can press the eraser. Let's say I wrote something. Let's say I wrote something. I'm coming. Let's say I wrote something. You can press the eraser and clean it. If you don't want to redo, you can press the eraser and clean it. So let's move back to the smoothness of what we've written. How smooth you want them to be. So all this fill inside, how thin it is, dash. This dash. This neon effect. It's almost the same thing with dash line, but this one has shadow around it. When you want your text to be blur and your freehand to be blur, so you do that. So let's move to shapes. The first time, I'm sorry not to introduce you to the function tool before explaining. So let's move to shape. As you all know, shapes. This is square. So yeah, you can select any shapes of your choice. So when I click on it, you can get circle. It's like I'm not seeing it because the background is white. Okay, I'm coming. Let me fix that. Because the background is white, you can't see it. So I'm choosing the shapes. If you want the square, semicircle, everything, all the shapes of your choice. Let's say we are clicking on circle. Opacity, you can decrease the opacity. So you can see that the white background and the red background is showing, almost showing. So you can off it to 0. You can increase it to 100. So everything like that. Color, when you want to change the color, you can increase the stroke around it, a very black line around it. Increase it, so 40 is the highest, while 0 is the lowest. Opacity of the stroke, you can see the stroke color. Anything. And let's say this is not circle, it is a square. So here you can change the point, the angles of the shapes. You can make it. Let me increase the stroke. Is what I'm pointing at. Can you see it's curved here? It's curved here. It's like somehow sharpened. It's somehow flat here. So you can blur the stroke. So everything you want to do concerning editing, that here for you. You can move to gradient. You can make your shape in a gradient. You can go to radi. That's, you turn them to black. If you love it this way, you can make it totally circle. Then if you are okay, you click on OK. So that's shapes for you. Bezier tool, we are not going to talk about it for now. Is one of the basic tool. I've done that in my first post. So I can put the description if you need them, how to use Bezier tool. I can put them in the description box. So we're not going to do that. Arrow, just normal arrow. You can use anything you want. So we're not going there. So that's everything concerning this side. So let's go back to I've explained this. So let's go back. Let's move to the next two. This where I changed the background. Like now it's red. You go to color. You choose. You want it to be black. You want it to be red. Different colors of your choice. And if you are okay, click on OK. Transparent. That means you don't want any color. But we want color for now. The image size is, for instance, as you can see the background now, it is in form of square. That means the same size as the length, the same size as the right. So when you move to size, let's try this 16 by 9. Can you see the size is reduced? So that shows that the length is 16 and the breadth is 9. So let's go back to the normal size. So we've moved back to normal size. Then cropping. We've not typed anything that we want to crop, so we don't need cropping for now. Image. We move to image. If you want all stuff like this, there are backgrounds if you want them. So they are ready made for you. You can just choose them without importing backgrounds from your gallery. So if you are okay, you click on OK. We are not going there. From gallery is from your device, your pictures. So you click on it. You search for pictures. You click on it. We can scale it. Wow. That's if you want to. This side I told you is concerning background. What you want to edit on the background. So from gallery we import anything we want to make as a background. Let's say I'm using this design, so that will be my background, but we don't want that. From camera, you can simply turn on your camera and screenshot. And environment is black. So then when you are done, you click on snap. So it asks you to confirm if you really want it. Then when you confirm, the background will be black. It depends on what you want your background to be. So we don't want that. Can you see it's black? So that's everything concerning the background. Then let's move to the last one. Yeah. We don't really need this side, but all the same, we can still use it. You see, it's almost concerning the background again. So you rotate your background the way you want them. You can vignette. I don't know how to pronounce this. When you enable it to black, to different things of your taste. So noise, when you enable it, you just enable everything concerning that lighting, or what's it called, saturation. you see the way you want them to be. Let's move back to the plus icon. Yeah. So we've talked about the text, so we are going to current date. Current date is simply the very date you are in, so I think you can even type them by yourself. So this is the current date. You can change the color as I've explained about text. So let's delete. Okay, you can go to sticker. I've shown you sticker, then you can anything you want concerning sticker. So let's delete. Here is from gallery. Because this is not background, we are not going to go to this side. We are not going to this side to import, because anything you import from this side will be the background. But when you want to edit that thing, you go to the plus icon, you click on gallery. So we are going to choose a random. Let's say I choose this. I can crop it, I can zoom it in, can zoom it out. So when I'm okay, then I click on OK. So I can drag. This is the difference between the background and the image. I can drag it, I can scale it, I can drag it, anyhow you want them. So I can readjust, I can do many things with the picture. So that's it. So the draw, I've shown everybody on how to, I've shown you guys how to use the drawing tool. So that's everything concerning the plus icon. Now let's move to the next two at the top, environment and top area. So this, I'm choosing the second one. So you click on it. Whenever you are through with your design, you can save it as image. Let's click on save as image. You click on save as image. I will advise you guys to always edit this side. Don't save as custom, because it really affects design. So I will advise you guys to save as ultra or very high. You can also choose high or medium, but the default mode or the custom mode is not really advisable. So let's say we click as ultra. So then you click on save to gallery. You can see image saved, so you can see them in our gallery already. So then if you want, then you go back to, let's go back to this side. So you can save as project. Saving as project simply means you don't want to save, you are not really through with the design. You can still go back to the design. Save as project, then you give it a project name. You type in, let's say so you click on OK. Then you see saving done. You can see my project here. So you click on my project. Can you see? I can go back whenever I want to come back to this Pixellab. I can easily go to my project. See some of the projects I've saved here. You can see them. You can see I can easily go back to them and re-edit. Let's say I'm going to here. I can easily go back to my project. Though I've saved some of them on my gallery, but I save them as projects again when I want to re-edit them. So that's just it. Then I go back to here. So the share icon, that's also saving. How to you can use one of the two, to save here or to share. They are still the same. Okay, I think that's okay, that's enough. Here I click on I click this. So this side is for codes. If you are just too busy to crack your head, you click on here. You can see motivations. I click on success. So it's like quotes about something. Marriage is the highest state. You can just, when you click on them, they are easily, and that means you've easily typed them without more stress. You can change their color the way you want them. So many things you can do about Pixellab, but we are not going down there just for now. I'm very sorry for that. So you go to these 3 dots. We move down to these 3 dots. When you click on it, you can see use image from gallery. That's, you can import image instead of going to the plus sign. Full screen, that means all these tools will be empty. So when you full the screen, how do you want to edit your design? But just the full screen, I think it is just put there to just make you guys know how your work is when you import it. So you can go to use image from camera. You snap them while editing. Export image. You see, that's your saving. So tutorial, if you want to learn something, you on your data, you go for tutorial. Remove ads, that's the paid. You pay a certain amount to remove ads when you're on your data and you're operating, and there are some advertisements coming in. You can pay them so that they will remove it. So contact us when you want to report some things. Recover or to save, that's like default mode. When you open your gallery, your Pixellab, they will surely be there. Once you've not disabled the what you've edited, once you've not deleted them, they will surely be there. Open PLP. What I save as projects, they are PLP, because they are my project file. That's Pixellab PLP, Pixellab project. So whatever you've saved here, they are your PLP. You can also share PLP as well. Let's make this as bonus. You can also share PLP. You click on this side, this side, PLP. So you look for where you download PLP. You can collect it from, like, I think I get one from WhatsApp group. You click on it, you start looking for them. WhatsApp business, I think this WhatsApp document. Can you see Rainbow PLP? But this PLP, when you go deeper with editing, because this is just beginners stuff, I don't think you really need PLP file for now. So when you click on it, then you open and add PLP. I sure want to open, so you click on OK. So this PLP is someone has edited the design and you just collect it and edit your own stuff inside. Let's see. Just for now, I want to change this image. So I'm going to I've pressed the image already. I can press delete. I've removed the guy's image, so I won't go to PLP for now. So I've wasted all my time. I've destroyed everything. That's everything I say. I said earlier, that unless you destroy what you've been editing, that they can't go away from Pixellab interface. So when you press exit, you directly go back
about, you ask for details of the app you are using. So let's move to the second line. The second line at the top here, the text is also this A icon. They are still the same thing. It's just writing. They just place them in different places. So let's click on it. When you click on the pen icon, you type in whatever you want to write. So you can click on OK. Then you scale it, you position it to where you want to put them. You can see Daniel C. So it's not that I want to really use it, but it's just for explaining. So here is to duplicate. Instead of going here to duplicate, you can go there to duplicate. Here you can make the text bold, capital letter. Here you can rotate. Here you can move it to the very center, to the left, to the right. You can change the color here. You can move to the front, you can move to the back. So that's just about the pen too. Here we go to delete. Just to delete what you've chosen. Can you say I've deleted it? Then here is to redo. For example, I made a mistake. Let's say I made a mistake. I've been typing. Then I just think I've made a mistake. Then I press this redo button. I press redo. But one thing that I think should be added into this Pixellab is undo, because once you redo, you can't undo. That means you can't go back. Just like I've duplicated this text, you can't go back. You just need to start it all over again. And yeah, this plus icon is to, let me show you at first. Use it to scale whatever I want to scale. You see, you want to view them. I'm using my two finger to pinch. You get. So here the next one is the gradient. Like, okay, you see, like next something, the gradient. So whenever you are using your text, you want them to be on a straight line, so you just use this to check them if they are very on a straight line. Maybe I want to put these two different texts on a straight line. Then I position them. So when I off it, can you see they are very on a straight line? So let me redo. So now the last one, and I think it will be very helpful, is the layer tool. Here, the layer. Everything you are doing as a layer. This is it. Everything that is on the work interface, they are under one layer, one particular layer. When you start watching my videos, I start to explain from beginners to a pro. So maybe I'm going to put them on my next video, and everything you guys think should be added or should be made on the next post, you can drop them in the comment section so I can view them and do it. So here is you, when you click on it, you hold it, then you move down. So that shows that this text, let me edit so I can know the difference. So let me show you so you can know the difference. I'll show you so you know the difference between what I've been saying. I'm sorry. So I just want you guys to know the difference of what I've been saying. Let's say you want to move the text to the front because everything is at the back, right? So they are at the back of these shapes are moving. So you want to move it to the front, you can simply hold this dot side, so you can move it. You can move anywhere. You can move it. So you can move it to the front. You see. So I think I've explained most of how to use the tool, and everything you want to do concerning editing, that might be on the next video. And if you love this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can also share and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye.